I don't know what's going on over there in American Airlines, but it's been reported that a third plane has had a row of seats become loose during the flight. Um, in fact, they all should be loose, if you ask me. That way you can have some more room. And that shitty airline. I've flown on American once and I didn't like it. But that was when I had to fly uh, to Virginia once, and I don't know. But my seats were perfectly fine. I mean, they were attached to the ground, to the floor, securely. So, but hey, if I was a passenger on this airline on this particular flight, I would be like, can I have the yeah? Can I ask? Can I request for the loose seats? Because maybe during the flight I want to stretch my legs, push the seats back. Yeah, that would be nice. I always wanted to fly backwards. I know it's not safe, but maybe we can turn the seats around and fly backwards. I always wanted to do that. So, but I don't fly American. I fly U.S. Airways because I fly about twice a year. I fly mostly to Mexico, but I use U.S. Airways, and I don't fly coach. I fly first class. So I don't know if it's what section was this? This is probably the coach section. Yeah, it's the three-seater row of seats. American Airlines says improperly installed clamps caused seats to come loose on some planes, and it's expanding an inspection to cover dozens of jets. In the past week, rows of seats have come loose on three separate flights, two of which made emergency landings. I mean, look, I don't know why they're doing these emergency landings, unless the plane is all full. I mean, that really sucks. Why don't you just continue the flight? I mean, it's not gonna hinder the flight. It's not like a mechanical failure or something that's gonna cause a danger to the flight. Yeah, I understand. That's not comfortable. Well, I don't know. For me, it would be comfortable because I can push the seats all the way back. The first time I flew on a airplane, which was when I was, I think, 7, 8 years old. I don't really remember, but around that time, I was flying with my parents, and we flew to Mexico. And it was Ario, California. I remember that hideous airline. But they had good food though. But really, I could not stand it. I just could not. Maybe I'm claustrophobic. I think that's the reason why I was being uncomfortable. And plus, I do have a little anxiety of flying and being squished together in between my parents and the coach. That really didn't work well for me. So the next time I flew, which was when I was 15 years old, my parents flew in coach. I flew in first class. I saved enough money for that. So, and ever since then, I've flown first class. But the best airline that I've ever experienced to me, it's always been Aero Mexico, and or Aero Mexico as it's correctly pronounced. And their first class is really nice. Actually, they have really good service. And I've flown on their airline a few times, and I think I'm gonna do the switch from U.S. Airways. In fact, it's a little cheaper than U.S. Airways, and they actually have better service. Because I fly to Mexico twice a year to visit family. So I mean, yeah, that's what I tend to do, and I always reserve my tickets ahead of time, and you should do that as well to save money. Yeah, but I don't fly American, so I know friends who do, and they always complain about American Airlines. Oh, the flights have been delayed. Oh, the food sucked. Oh, this and that. Yeah, but what I don't get still is why do they have to land? I mean, just fly. Just hold on tight when you land. I mean, look, but what they're saying is what I get is that you have to have an emergency landing because supposedly the seats can, loose seats are dangerous. They can hurt other people. They can fly off in case of a sudden drop of elevation and stuff like that. So I guess that's the reason. But all you have to do is get the people out of those seats and then put them in different seats and then tie the seats down somehow. You can do that. I mean, I've seen flight attendants do a lot of great stuff and improvising during many flights that I've seen. So why couldn't they just tie the seats down? And so, but I read somewhere else that it's the dangerous part about loose seats is when you land. So what are you making an emergency landing anyway? Wow. So anyway, don't fly American. I mean, that's my take.